everyone, it's Jeannie Peters with another edition of the Real Food Culinary Boot Camp, and I'm just tying up week number 3, and I wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of what's going to be coming next week, and also just to see, how did you do this week? Did you get out to the markets and perhaps pick up some pasture-raised eggs? Did you do a little bit of research to find out where you could maybe get some locally raised meats, fish or poultry? And if so, did you incorporate some of that into your diet and see if it tasted different and see if you could enjoy, I'm sure you enjoyed the benefits if you did. So I'd love to hear about that as we move into week number 4, which we're going to be talking about the power of cultured vegetables and healthy fats. So this week we're going to be showing you how to make a kefir, both from coconut and from milk. I'm going to be showing you how to culture your own sauerkraut, showing you beet kvass, and then we're going to get into looking at, again, how soaking now our fats. In this case, I'm soaking up some pecans and a little bit of sea salt and water, and I'm going to drain that and be toasting those lightly in my oven, and I'll be giving you the recipe for that a little bit later. Also got some beans here in the Peters kitchen. We're going to be going ahead and using, this is a brand that we pick up sometimes from Trader Joe's. It's a 17 bean and barley mix. And I've got the whey inside of here, and it's soaking overnight. Interestingly, I'm going to teach you this week about how it is with culturing that you may find, if you're somebody who's just slightly sensitive to gluten, that by culturing these foods, you may find that you're not as allergenic to them. You may not find that they aggravate you as much. I certainly know that even though barley is a grain that contains gluten, it's the last ingredient in this package, and by soaking this a good 18 hours, I have found that when I make this soup, it doesn't aggravate me at all like it would be if I was to have, let's say, a muffin or something made with just whole wheat flour. So I want to teach you why that is in this edition this week. And I just want to share with you a little bit about what we're having for dinner tonight, just to conclude. I soaked up some, this was millet. And for some of you who are still learning about grains, millet is something that you could probably find in your bins at any of your Whole Foods-like market. Silica is fabulous. It's just filled with silica. So it's a wonderful grain to use if you're trying to improve the quality of your hair or your skin. Any of you with psoriasis or eczema or chronic skin conditions or splitting nails or hair will find this will be a great grain. And what I did after soaking it was I cooked it up in a little bit of celery and some carrots, and then Carolina, you're gonna love this, because I went out to my garden and I took up a little bit of borage leaves. And borage, don't know if Dr. Peters, if you can show that, but it is full of these little tiny fine silica hairs. It's also an amazing green, an amazing plant to grow in your garden if you're looking to get more of that strength for your bones. So I just took a little bit of these ingredients, chopped it up, and added it into my to my final dish here, which we'll enjoy with some delicious spring asparagus. I've got some of my leftover herb chicken, and this is a night that we like to use up leftovers. So I had some butternut squash that was left over. We'll have that with this meal, because I believe that we eat with our eyes as well as we do with our senses. I always like to add as much color to my plate, so I've got my borage flowers and a little bit of beautiful nasturtiums to color this plate and make it look just inviting and artistic. I'm also going to show you this week a little bit about the power of various fats. So I'll be sharing with you how to use coconut oil. And this is a fat that I've recently started to incorporate into my diet. It's a high vitamin butter oil. It's something that I get from Green Pastures. It's actually a fermented butter. And I'll share with you a little bit about why this has so many healing powers as we get into this week. So with that, we are about ready to sit down and enjoy a lovely meal, and I hope that this week comes to a good end and that you enjoy the power of real foods in your diet. Look forward to going ahead and sharing more with you next week.